So has everyone finally watched the reunion? I want to hear some of your thoughts and where you guys want to start talking. Like, what do you guys want to start with? And like the live so people know that we're here. Oh, 100% Dan. Meg is a pick me. You know what? She actually posted on, I think I have a picture. She has actually posted on Instagram. If I can find the picture I took of it. Where is it? Okay. She posted on Instagram and she said, waking up realizing the one person who should have been called out was protected again. Like, what does that mean? And then I don't know if you can see this. Oh, it's probably not going to show. But it's not going to show well. This is the photo. And she had some kind of hat on. And so then I actually messaged her, but she didn't answer. IDB, saw it, yes. I kind of wanted more time on the whole Meg, Mason, Alex, Madison. I'm so confused. I'm confused about that too. Hi from Germany. Yay. Habuki, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. Oh, be so for real, girl. This reunion really showed me some true colors. Yes, 100%. Daniele does not. Toasty, Meg did look like a baddie. She was spouting a bunch of nonsense, but she looked good doing it. I always will give people flowers where they deserve them. AD and Ollie were really cute. I was like really excited for them, and I'm excited for AD, especially with like Clay, the drama that she had with him. But so she, deserves a good man. Jeffrey, I'm sad Dave got off kind of easy. Lauren really protected him a lot. That honestly really pissed me off. I'm not going to lie, because I did not understand. I just didn't understand why she felt the need to be like, I know you're getting a lot of hate, but like, you're not a narcissist. You're not manipulative. I'm like, yes, he is. He is, at least he's manipulative. And okay, fine. Maybe you don't think he's a narcissist, but you know what? This man did not protect you at any point. He did not protect you. And then you constantly feel the need to defend him. Like, even in her interview, she feels the need to defend him. Abuki, do you like Ollie from UK though? Um, I mean, like, I don't dislike him. Yeah, there was a couple things that I feel like were off about how he treated, I can't remember her name, who he's with. But at the same time, there was some stuff that came up later with the girl that he was with that I felt like, okay, you know? I did. Did not expect it to be so much drama from literally everyone. And hello from Norway. Hello from Norway. Hi, guys. Also, please like the live. It lets people know that we're here. It feels like Lauren and Dave got together before the show to turn down the temperature. I can see that. I can see that. But same time, like Lauren was fine. Do you know what I mean? Like Lauren was fine. They didn't need, you know what I mean? Like she didn't need to do that. I feel like Dave suppresses feelings till he's numb. That's why he said it's easier to be single. I mean, I can see that. I mean, like, I do think he has, like, Dave has a lot of issues, like, a lot of issues. Okay. Um, I don't know why. I don't know if we're going to have the narcissist conversation. We should look at Ben. We should look at Ben. Honestly, Ben was giving performative. And then when he started talking in third person, being like, oh, Ben was, what did he say? He said something about like, Ben was this. Oh, Ben was like, I was like, are you okay? The shitstorm for David was valid, right? Yeah, 100% valid. Sorry, I didn't mean to send that. It was internal monologue. I was shocked about Joey. Didn't see him being such an F boy. I know. I think that part for me was like the most like surprising because I felt like him and Daniel were the like most unproblematic, and then to find out that like he kind of was playing. I felt like he was playing a bit. Like, and it's pretty obvious with other things that we've seen that he did not expect to get married. Like he was not planning on that at all. Um, I think Lauren could tell Dave is unheralded. Just look at his weird family and she may feel bad. Oh, unhealed. Um, yeah. I mean, I can see that, but I feel like I don't know, like the when someone treats you like that, I just don't feel like we need to feel sorry for them. Like, or you can still feel sorry for them and not like feel the need to defend them, you know? Why did I what I think that the editing at the reunion was poorly done. Some responses felt very chopped. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I feel like, what I wonder? I feel like when everyone was ganging up on Madison, I feel like they left out people who were defending her because like nobody defended her. Nobody. I feel like somebody did. Sarah lost all her goodwill from the wedding episode to the reunion. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like Ben definitely manipulated and like made and tried to appease her. So there's some grace I want to give her because I feel like she just really wanted to be in love and really wanted to be like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what she wanted. But at the same time, um, I think she's on her journey. She's on a journey. She still has a lot of work to do if she really cares about these values. It was Dave, if you know what I'm talking about. Which is weird because she's going to be on Perfect Match, Madison. Wait, what's weird about that? I know the receipts didn't. I feel like the receipts didn't say much. But she also added her. Where is it? She put up the receipt on her Instagram, and one part that she said was cut out was that she had told Alex, "So cute though. I hope it works out for them." And then she said, "What are you and the boys up to tonight?" So like she felt like that was an important part because she was like, I was not hating on them, but also looking at the receipt, it does feel like Alex is being kind of snarky. I don't feel it was like the bullseye that Madison thought it was. You know what I mean? It wasn't the bullseye that we were hoping for. But at the same time, like we all know about Alex. I feel like we know that he is two-faced. Like what were they supposed to do with the skull emoji? I felt like people were defending her at the reunion, and I think they cut that out. I don't think Madison hates Mason. I feel like she was hurt in the pods, and then now Mason and everyone were coming at her, and she even said she's like, I don't have any ill will towards you, like, but I think she doesn't appreciate how he's treating her right now. She comes for Mason every time she's on screen. I didn't really feel like she was coming for him this time. I feel like she was defending herself. Like, at least that's how I saw it. Pink Baby, I mean, I've seen her Instagram. So Dave does have a sister, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like at least Molly was defending Madison, or was on her side. Yes, I do too, but I feel like they just didn't show it, which I didn't like. I feel like she probably definitely had some supporters, but this is the edit that they want her to have. They want her to have the villain edit, and I feel like that's pretty obvious. Um, Toasty Cheese, how was she hurt when she ended it with him? I mean, I feel like people say this all the time, and to me, it feels pretty obvious. I'm not trying to throw shade at you, but like, I think him kind of backtracking and saying, "Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't have committed to you. Like, actually didn't really mean that." I think it's okay to be hurt. Like, I think it's okay to be hurt by that, even if you broke up with somebody. That's kind of like, oh, wait, like, did that mean nothing? And she did still like him. She just chose somebody else. She just felt like she had a better connection with somebody else. So, and then also I think she was hurt because he said he was committed to her. Then he had a date with Meg, and then he didn't break up with Meg. And so she was like, "What the hell is that about?" You know? Like, so I still think you can be hurt by that, like, and still not wanna be with somebody. Like, I at least that's, from the pods, you could see Mason was vibing a lot more with Madison than with Meg. Yes, agreed. But then in the, um, what's it called? But then in the, what am I trying to say? But then in the reunion, he tried to be like, "Ah, you know what? I shouldn't, like, I shouldn't have said that to Madison. I should have, like, I shouldn't have put game validation to her because like Meg was a better one." But it's like, how is that Madison's fault that you have a bad picker? Like that later on you found out that Meg was actually the better choice. That's not her fault. That's on you, boo. I think it's sorry, just joining. Does anyone know why they haven't addressed that? I don't know why they haven't. Dan, Madison kind of showed us who a lot of the men were this season, so we should clap. Yeah, I think she did. And honestly, I think she's one of those people that does get a lot of attention. Um, and I think that she can be a little full of herself, but then people, because of that, I think people then put way too much effort into hating her more than she needs. That's how I feel. I'm not saying that she doesn't have things. She does, but I feel like the amount of hate she gets doesn't make any sense. Because she honestly really didn't do much. It's just like all those boys really liked her and didn't want. I mean, like Mason did not pick Meg until after Madison dumped him. That's not on Madison. Um, sorry, that's my dogs. Madison kind of showed us all we want is to see Dave's sister. Yeah, 100%. If a whole couch of people doesn't like Madison, maybe Madison is a problem. I don't think it's a whole couch of people. Like, a lot of the people like Madison. I mean, she's friends with, I mean, if you haven't seen any of her TikToks, she's friends with like all of those girls, except maybe Meg. Um, like literally Molly, Lauren, B Dot, like all of them love Madison. Like they're always hanging out with her. So I don't think and even Monica didn't have an issue with Madison. It was the boys. So I don't know. I don't think that's a whole couch of people. Um, it was frustrating to learn there was another match this season that got married and we never met. You know what? I read somewhere that one of the matches that got married, that it actually wasn't true. Did you guys see that? It's this guy, Pete. I think she gets a lot of hate because she seems to always be in the middle of some mess. And I agree. I think that she does always seem to be in the middle, but I feel like she's just one of those girls that happens to. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the guys, like even Joey was going after her. Like I just feel like she's one of those girls that a lot of men go after and then kind of end up hating her because she like won't give them the time of day, you know? Madison is a girl's world, not a pick me like Meg. The boys tried to humble her. Yes, right? I feel like the men tend to try to humble her because and also I feel like because she speaks her mind, she'll tell you off. And I just feel like these men just had fragile egos. They want to make her look messier than she actually is. Agreed. Like, I'm not saying she's not messy, okay? But the amount of mess that I feel like they're trying to make it look like, I think they're putting way more, it's way more about like, Madison did this, Madison did this. I'm like, where's Mason's? Like, where's Mason's accountability? Where's Meg's accountability for being like, I don't want to be with this person? I mean, like, we all have agency. All Madison and her compared notes, and Meg was like, okay, I don't want to be with Mason. That's on you, Meg. Madison didn't make you not choose Mason. You could have got engaged to him. And I feel like everyone's just blaming Madison when they made those decisions. She knows what makes good TV. She pulled out those receipts more for the drama than for the facts. Yeah, I mean, I think that I feel like she was trying to like vindicate herself because she's been getting a lot of hate. Um, but And the funny thing is, like, I know I'm like defending her a lot. I'm not even a Madison fan. I just feel like it's unfair. I just feel like it just doesn't make sense how much hate she's getting. That's how I feel. And so I feel like feel like I need to defend it a little bit because I'm like, I just don't get why people are so upset with her. Um, Agreed. I did like how Monica handled the Madison situation with Joey. Me too, because she went to her. And then I also like how Madison was like, okay, well then let's go confront him and talk to him. And what Joey said is Joey's like, I never said that, Monica. Interesting. Interesting. Because why wouldn't you just be like, you know, I totally agree with you about Madison. Thank you. Like Monica didn't blame Madison at all, which I appreciate. Exactly. I agree. Strong women. Yeah, there have been some strong women this season. I mean, I think some of them definitely found their strength a little bit later. But better later than never. Joey has a wild fall from grace. I know. And the thing is, I feel like with him is that he was one of those people that I feel like was very, what's the word for it? Like he has this mask that he puts on where he's like, I'm just so happy go lucky, but I don't feel like he's as happy go lucky as he tries to seem. Madison wasn't sneaky on Monica and Joey was. Yeah. Joey was being sneaky. And then him making that face when they were talking about like they asked if they had been physical after the altar and she was like, yeah, a few times. He's like, oh, no, just once. Just once. I was like, ew, why'd you say it like that? That's so rude. Joey is Dave and Ben, but with better. I agree, Jeffrey. I agree. I feel also there's something about him that like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that, and I don't know if this is like actually true, but it feels like Minnesota people are just very passive aggressive. So there's just a lot of stuff where people just are always trying to be people pleasers and they think that that's being nice, but it's not kind, you know? The men this season, Dan, the men this season, ugh, anyone know where next season is? Next season is Denver. Cam, I know Joey was unserious the moment he asked if she would get engaged with him. You know what's so funny? Everyone says that, and I like watch it back, and I had totally missed that. I totally missed that. And that was like definitely should have been a sign. It definitely should have been a sign. If you guys can, please like the live so people know that we're here and that we're talking some mess. We're talking some dramas. Oh, Pink Baby, thank you so much for the rose. And if you guys want to support me by sending me any gifts, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you don't already follow me, give me a follow. Yeah, next season is in Denver. And then Ben, I just felt like he's scary. I feel like Ben is really scary. And the fact that they literally were going to go move to Nashville together. And then he literally ghosts her. I was like, what? Like, like, that's scary. That's scary that he would do that. And like, this was somebody that you were literally about to say yes at the altar to. But then you spent 2 weeks living together. Yes, Brad, I'm back. I'm back. Right, Nadia? That was crazy. Jeffrey, Ben is diabolical, waited for her to get to Nashville, then took her off the Find My Friends. Right? Then took her off and didn't say anything. And then he tried to be like, oh, well, like, we broke up on Friday. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Sarah's not stupid, okay? I think she would know if someone broke up with her, right? And if your breakup was that unclear that someone thought that you were actually going to move with them to Nashville, I feel like that's a you problem. I think Ben was 100%. Stacey, I think Ben was 100% there for the cameras. Did you see the YouTube business cards? I did. And the crazy part is they were saying that he would hand out those business cards to people he hooked up with. Like, I mean, that man is unhinged. Yeah, Joey and Ben, I feel like they're both scary for sure. Ben wanted to have the last word to feel like he won. I agree. And I think he did that to her to punish her. I think that was 100% vindictive. Like he wanted to get her into a false sense of security so that he could do to her what he felt she did to what he felt she did to him. Oh, thank you for following, Diana. He ghosted her like he ghosted the freshman in college. Yes, Jeffrey. Yes. Yes, 100%. And now, even Sarah said, she's like, that TikTok makes sense. Because I was literally his fiance. Because, like, I don't know, like, even if they start dating, it doesn't mean they're not fiancés anymore. I was literally his fiance. I just said, like, I don't want to get married right now. And he, like, removed me from Find My Friends and was just expecting to not say anything to me. I haven't covered Devin and Virginia yet. This Nadia, the season was an email. I need a great Denver season. I do too. Denver, really bring it. And if anyone has any tea on Denver, let us know. I mean, I don't want to know everything because I still want it to be fun. But like, I wouldn't mind like a little bit of tea to like get excited. Jeffrey, even if you don't get married, you can't treat somebody you allegedly loved like that. Thank you. I agree, Jeffrey. I agree. Like, you supposedly loved me, and this is how you break things off. Like, you literally said 2 weeks before that you were gonna say yes at the altar, and then you ghost me? Like, what type of person are you? Like, that's, like, psycho behavior. Um, Michaela, I also clocked when Ben said he never paid attention to LGBTQ issues, but had friends who were oh my god, I'm so glad you brought this up, because he said, he's like, "Well, I didn't have anybody in my life." At the beginning, he said, "I didn't have anybody in my life that it mattered for." But then, in the pause, he says, "No, I have friends that are that way." So he said he had friends that are gay, as well as then that group of friends that he had, that one girl who was like, "Oh, I'm a lesbian." But then you're trying to say that you didn't have anyone in your life that it mattered for? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, because that's the math's not mathing, right? Right? Um Also in Daniel's face when he said that, I needed to hear more from Daniel and Taylor. Like, what do you guys think of this? Okay, what is your opinions? I think that's the only thing about Daniel and Taylor is I feel like I don't know them as a couple. Like, yes, they're in love. Yes, they love Taco Bell and they love Christmas, but I don't feel like I know them as a couple. So like, it was sweet. I definitely feel like, but I didn't feel attached to them, because I was like, I didn't even see you guys really work through anything. It just felt like, we're in love, we're in love, we're in love. And I was like, I need more than that for me to really feel like excited about somebody. Um, he only said he wanted to try at the altar when she said no because he was on camera. Also, he did an interview with ET, and he said that, like, when she said, "We'll see," that hurt his feelings, which is why I also think that why he ghosted her later, because he was like, "I'm going to hurt you just like you hurt me at the altar." Yeah, Dina Brat. Ben acting like he has memory loss, like, be for real. Exactly. Ben just didn't want to lose access to his liberal friends and the liberal dating pool. Exactly, which I feel like is so weird, Jeffrey. Like, I don't know what it is about, like, and I see this a lot in dating, is that like there's so many conservative men who want liberal women, and I do not get it. It's so weird. About Daniel and Taylor, the photo montage didn't do much for me besides show they are Republican. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I was like, oh. And that's the thing too, because we didn't really get to hear any of their thoughts of any of those things. I was like, I wonder what you guys think. And for me, that's important. I want to, before I really want to spotlight and like praise somebody, I kind of need to know what their like morals are a little bit, especially on this season where we found out that a lot of people were lacking them. Exactly, Xenobrat. Like, who are they? Alexis, I think Daniel and Taylor are secretly conservative. The 4th of July costumes were giving. Yes, yes. I agree. I agree. I agree 100%. And then I actually did, um, and I think she's going to post it soon with my TikTok friend, Positively Uncensored, on her YouTube. She's going to post today a video that we did about the reunion. Um, and we talked about that. She said that she went through his Instagram and it was definitely giving conservative. Which I was like, yikes, yikes. It's a no for me, dog. Also, if we have 282 people here, please like the live and follow me if you aren't already following me, because I'm going to be doing more lives, and also like, my posts, my TikTok posts. Because I found like these are fun to like actually like connect with you guys live. It's been fun. Xenobot, yeah, not surprised though. On a separate note, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on like what other, because now this is over, what other shows would you like to for me to go live about? Like, is anyone watching Survivor? Um, is anyone watching what's it called, Real Housewives of Atlanta? Like put in the comments like things that you would be interested in me going live about. Also, I do scripted. I like talking about scripted shows as well. Like I'm watching Severance. If anyone would like separate Severance live, I can do that as well. But I'm just trying to figure out like what would be, popular. I want people to like come and hang out. So, oh, I'm watching White Lotus. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, done. Is it Danielle? Oh, Danielle does not. I love that. Oh, okay, White Lotus. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Oh, it's Danielle. Okay, thank you. I know you heard me like hesitate a bunch of time. uh, oh, I have not watched Beauty is Black. Okay, I'm just gonna write this down before we continue. Beauty is Black, White Lotus, Married at First Sight, which I feel like isn't that over? I feel like that one's over. Oh, Danielle. Okay, no worries, Danielle. Um, yeah, it's ending, right? Um, okay. If you have any other suggestions, you can put it in there, and I'll go back later after the live to check out what you guys said. Um, what did I? Okay, let's talk about Devin and Virginia. Devin and Virginia. Okay, but this season, Married at First Sight season has been absolute chaos, Jeffrey. I have been watching it, and oh my God, is it Madison? Madison from that one really pissed me off. So Virginia, I feel like Devin again, like once again, another conservative man just like not being willing to say his opinion, which I feel like if you can't say your opinion, then you're kind of like ashamed of that opinion, right? Like why can't you just say what you think? Instead of trying to get people into like a false narrative or false security that you have the same morals as them. I feel like that's so weird. You know? Um and then Devin not talking to Virginia after the altar, even though he was like bawling at the altar. And I still feel like I know there were some people who said like, oh well, she said no at the altar. Like he doesn't have to like talk to her. And I was like, but you literally said yes at the altar. I feel like if you love this person, why would you like, you know what I mean? Like why would you end things so quickly? But this season has been chaos. Love is Blind Sweden, new season comes. Oh, they don't what? Oh, no sound detected. Like, you guys hear me? Yeah. Um, but this season has been chaos. Love is Blind Sweden, new season comes out on Thursday. They don't want to lose a million. They don't want to use the access to liberal pum pum. I mean, apparently, I guess it's that good, right? Um, Alexis, Love is Blind Sweden, new season comes out on Thursday. Really? Okay. I will be watching, guys. If you guys are interested, I will be watching and I will be making content. Yes, new content. Yeah, Nadia. Oh, okay. Because I did see the after the altar. I haven't really gotten into it. That the people on that like kind of pissed me off. Um, Dana, I hope next season in Denver is better than last season. I agree. Like Lesmine needs a redemption, honestly. Jeffrey, Virginia's mom is a Democratic politician. There's no way Devin and Virginia could work. I agree. Oh, thank you so much, Mickey. I really appreciate the heart me. Thank you so much. Guys, any gifts that you send, I really, really appreciate them. Alexis, you haven't seen the episode yet? Khalid, why did Sarah and Virginia expect the men to want dating after they said no in the wedding? Wait, why did Sarah and Virginia expect the men to want dating after they said, oh, I don't think it's that an expectation. I think it's more that like Virginia expected a conversation, which I feel like if you were planning on marry somebody, I would expect that you would give them a conversation. And Sarah did not expect dating. They were dating. Like Ben and her were dating after the altar, and then he ghosted her after that. I think after that, if you start dating someone after the altar and then ghost them, that doesn't really make sense. That was like, that's not cool. Exactly, Mickey. No, the men wanted to date them. Exactly. Danielle, I was so impressed with Virginia at the reunion. She really showed why she made the right choice. Yes, agreed. KP, I'm from Minnesota and my new coworker used to work with Taylor. Sounds like her family was not on board for filming. Really? I mean, they filmed a little bit. They did film a little bit. What else do you know about Taylor? Is she a Republican? What are her thoughts? Does she believe in reproductive rights? Sarah, I didn't love how Madison said breakups taste good and that got upset at the reunion when they I mean, I get it. But I think I feel like she was being cheeky. Honestly, I don't really think that she meant it in a weird way. I personally don't think that it was like that big of a deal. Sarah implied she wasn't sad after the breakup. I mean, I think she was just yeah. I didn't love Mickey. This season was really boring. It was. I don't know, but I'll ask now that the reunion's over. Yes, get the tea and DM me, okay? And let me know. Okay, KP, that's your homework. Oh, thanks for the follow, Jay Breezy. Yeah, I do feel like yeah, Alex being there was wild to me too. And I'm surprised like even if I don't know if they what's the word for it? I don't know if the allegations came out. Oh, thank you so much for the joy, the heart me, Jay Breezy. I appreciate it. I don't know if the allegations came after the reunion filmed, but they could have cut him out. Sally, exactly. Madison getting the villain edit when Alex is there was wild to me. It's wild to me too. I feel like that was so weird. Reunion was after the allegations, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. I think you're right, Sally. It seems like all the girls are cool with mass except Pygmisha and the blue. That color 8 though. Yeah, that blue 8 and that lipstick was amazing on Meg. Um, but yeah, exactly. It's like everybody is cool with Madison except for Meg, and I feel like that says something. Yeah, not sure why they picked on Madison for dating 2 guys at the point. Exactly. But also, remember when um I don't know if you guys saw the interview that Alex did on the Vile Files, but he was like, Madison was bullying Mason, which I was like, how was she bullying him when she was just talking shit about him to her boyfriend, which was you at the time? Like she was just venting. How is that bullying Mason? Um, oh, thank you. Thank you, Maya. This quality is oh, thank you. Um, and I don't remember what to say, but it seems like all the girlies are cool with me. Yeah, not sure why they picked on. Yeah. Oh, so then he was saying that Madison was bullying Mason, even though I was like, she wasn't bullying him. She just was talking crap about him to you, and like people. But then he was okay with the 3 of them ganging up on Madison at the reunion. So I'm like, "So you don't care about bullying. You just you just don't." I feel like Alex is one of those guys, he doesn't support women. Like, he could have had her back or at least just not talk crap about either of them. Um, Thank you, Mickey. Is it bullying if you did it behind someone's back? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. No. No. They exactly, Maya. It's no, it's just talking crap. Um, if Sarah's whole deal breaker was Ben values and she said no at the altar, why'd she still date him? I mean, I feel like she was pretty attached to him, and I think she's still in her early days of like figuring out like how to stick to her values. Um, I'm gonna give her a little grace with it, but what I think is she has more work to do. She needs to be stronger in her values because if that's really, then you should have like not even gotten engaged to Ben because it was very clear that, at least it was clear to, I think, to the audience that he didn't have the same values. But I also think that Ben talks a good game, especially if you are in a place where you can like call that stuff out. Um, but yeah, I do feel like she definitely lost points and lost some, what's the word for it? Some value, like her value in what she said because she ended up continuing to talk to him after the altar. Sally, Alex was disingenuous with Mason the whole time in the pods. Yes. Yes. He knew. He knew that Madison was picking him and he still was like giving Mason hugs and like it was so weird. He wasn't telling Mason that he was dating Madison. I was like, yeah, I'll give her grace. I'm just glad she didn't go through with it. I think her sister helped. I think her sister helped too. I think Sarah is just such a people pleaser. And like, I think she just wants to like not rock the boat, but at the same time, you can't really be a good ally if you're not willing to rock the boat a little bit and call things as they are. Like, I feel like every time she felt like Ben would get defensive, she'd pull back a little bit. I mean, she'd like push a little bit, but then she'd also pull back. And I'm like, I think if this is something that's very important to you, you need to get comfortable with sometimes people not being okay with what you're saying. And if you want to be a true ally and truly supportive, then you need to be comfortable with that. And that's something that she needs to work on. Alex, yes, Brett, Alex is so two-faced. Um, like how could Mason not see that when watching it back? I don't exactly, exactly. And did you see Alex's face when Madison was bringing out the text? He looked scared. Khalid, they didn't dig into Dave as much as I hoped. It's so weird how his sister has such a say on his life. And you know what? I honestly don't even think that his sister has much of a say on his life. I think that he scapegoats his sister for his own thoughts. Jay Breezy, the only man up there that I was happy with was Ollie. Honestly, though. Maya, I think it's just the area they live in because it seems like it's very traditional, even with what happened years ago. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. But I also think that's why Sarah kept trying to have the conversation because she was like, I need to know. But then I also feel like Ben would like manipulate her and kind of like try to appease her and like say something, but not really say something. And then she would leave the conversation confused. And then she was like, wait, I actually didn't get an answer on that. And then come back. And I feel like, so I do give her props for continuously trying to come back to the conversation. Um, but Alexis, Natalie and DP said if people are under too much social media heat, they lay off them at reunion. I don't think that they should, though. I don't think that they should. I feel like especially if someone has like a reason to have it. But also, Madison had a lot of heat and they let that happen to her. JBZ, they didn't. Oh, thank you. Exactly, JBZ. They didn't lay off Madison. Alexis, I'll agree. That was what what we want to see. Mickey, it would also be hard to decide to leave the experiment on values if he wasn't even telling her. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like from the outside, as well as like, especially if somebody who's like, I feel like I'm very strong in my values. I feel like I would be able to clock it. Um, and I also feel like I'm a lot more comfortable in myself. And I feel like Sarah's just not. Um, so I think there's that aspect too. Jay Breezy, but then again, they always protect the men. Exactly. They always protect the men. And that's just like that it's just like, but then the men are the ones who are always trash. But they're the ones always being protected. I'm like, what is that? It's so annoying. Please like the live if you can and help me reach my live goal of 20 bears if possible. That would be nice. I'd appreciate that. And follow me if you don't already. Khalid, I thought Joey was good until the reunion. The whole thing with Madison was crazy. It really was. And then him acting like, oh, I didn't know. Like him acting like, oh, I didn't know like that I shouldn't message Madison. Like I was just trying to be friendly. No, that's weird. That's weird. There's like literally no reason for you to. Ben was giving the bare minimum to shut down her questioning, just saying equality. Yes, yes, yes. 100% Sally. Zena Brat. Yeah, even Meg chiming in being Miss pick me to protect Mason when he didn't pick her twice. Yes. And she's like, okay, you can go, you can talk about this or whatever. And he was like, we're best friends. Yeah, because you know what? She's mad because I think instead of realizing that just Mason doesn't like her, she wants to, sorry, excuse me, she wants to blame Madison. But Mason's the one who broke up with you. Like May, go away, you're just jealous. Exactly. And the thing is, I feel like Mason, especially because nothing honestly even really happened to Mason, and let's be real, like, and for you to be mad at somebody that like be mad at Madison, a person that you really didn't even actually meet, you never even got engaged to her, to have so much heat for her for like the 5 days you flipping knew each other through the pods is weird. Sally, right? All the women really stood up for themselves and support each other. Yeah. Xenobrat, she should be embarrassed. Mickey, blaming Madison for her not getting her wedding moment. Blame Mason. Mason's the reason you didn't get your wedding moment. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and Meg sat on the couch with those two, like those two D-bags. Exactly. Not one woman spoke up to support Meg because there's nothing. She was like, should I not be the, oh, Mickey, thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Um, Xenobrat, exactly. It's like, and I think they didn't speak up to support her because they were like, why are you going so hard on Madison? Like, you literally got to date Mason and it didn't work, which it makes me think that Mason dumped her and you're just mad at and you're trying to blame the situation on Madison, but he didn't choose you. That's the thing. He didn't choose you until after, and you set a line on the fact that you didn't want to be second best, which that's also on you. That's also on you. He chose you second. You could have still been with him, but you chose not to. Meg is so amazing. She's the best thing. She's my best friend, so he can gain access to her without. Yes, Mickey. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, I bet they're still sleeping together. Yeah, nothing good comes out of being second. And so I understood why she said no to him, but then as soon as they got out of the pods, she went right to him. So she couldn't stand on that. She couldn't stand on the whole like being second thing. And I'm pretty sure that Mason, to get her to be with him, was all like when they did end up together later, was like, "Oh, Madison's the reason why I didn't choose you." He blamed it on her so that he could have access to Meg. Like, blame it on yourself. You're the one who didn't choose her. You're the one who chose her second. Like that's not Madison's fault. Maya, oh, 100% still sleeping together. That's why she's exactly. And she's embarrassed. We haven't talked much about Daniel. I don't feel like I know much about him other than the fact that like he has that unbelievably weird tattoo, that rectangle on his chest, honestly, it was giving creepy. It was giving really, really creepy. I was honestly so traumatized by that tattoo. Like, who does that? Like, this rectangle of her, of this. Like, what is that? Exactly. That's all we know. And I feel like that's on purpose. I feel like they probably had the more controversial conversations in private because they probably were pretty controversial. Um, yes, exactly. And it's about where Taylor has to constantly see it. I would honestly, oh, it's so weird. I mean, I'm sorry, but it wasn't even like they didn't even like smooth out the edges. It was literally just, duh, 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 duh. Yes, exactly. Staring back at her when they're intimate. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I love myself, but not like that. Yes, and have you seen his post today? Every caption has something about short kings, short kings, short kings. I'm like, dude, calm down. Get over it. Mm. Square eyes tattoo is now a trend. Ah. My ex has my name on his shoulder. That's bad enough. Oh my God. Mickey. Xenobrat. Ew, wh- what don't be that excited to be a short king? I mean, like, no, I don't mean like you could be. I mean, it's just, I think it's just weird that that's what he just constantly is like, I'm a short king. I'm like, why is that like your whole personality that you're short? Khalid, do you think Nick and Vanessa are red Christians? They seem to be picking Devin and Ben's side. Mm. Yeah, I can see that, honestly. I can see that. Zena brought, my boyfriend is a short king, but he doesn't blast it all the time. Yeah, my fiance, he's literally my height. Like, and I'm 5'8". So, he's not tall. But it's like we've never had that conversation. Like he's never brought that up, like ever. He never talks about that. Jay Breezy, because what personality does he have? Like exactly, I'm wondering that too. I love Madison after last night. She's one versus three in one. I agree. Lisa, I agree. Eden, Love is Blind reminded me the bars beneath hell at this point. Even Joy. Honestly, it makes you really. It just confirms what all of us know, that it is rough out there for the girlies because these men ain't loyal. These men ain't loyal. You know what I mean? Oh, you're 5'8" too? 5'8". Yeah, I stand with Mads. I would love for her to join a live one day. That would be cool. Hey, Habs. Yes, exactly. Joey was hella weird trying to tell Monica that Mads wanted him. Exactly, Lisa. And then, like when Madison was like, "But why was I even brought up? Why was Monica even worried about me?" And he's like, and he didn't have an answer because, like, yeah, because you brought Madison up, you caused her to worry about Madison. Like Monica didn't just pick out of a hat that Joey would like Madison. It's going good. We're just talking some crap. You know how I do on here. He was really weird. Eden, Meg is mad that Mason chose Madison first and she's rejecting all the. Yes, exactly. It's like giving, like when a man cheats on the girl and then they get mad at the girl, a girl that maybe didn't even know that the person was married. It's like, why are you even, like, you should be mad at your man. Uh, Mickey, all the guys denying things they said and they were witnesses. Yes, there were witnesses for all of it. Even Devin. Devin was like, oh, I didn't say that you ghosted. And then it's like Molly and Madison did. Yes, you said it to them. I think Dave came off better than Joey. Hmm. I mean, I think we just expected. I think Joey was just such a surprise, while Dave has just been very obviously a D-bag the whole time. Um, Hap stayed up late to watch a reunion and wish I didn't stay up late. That's so real. Honestly, have that's so right. Yes, Meg was ridiculous, and it was just was something where I was like, "What is going on, dude? What is going on?" Um, Dave did the best he could. He just sat there and took it. Yeah, like I think he's learned his lesson. Like, say less because the things that come to your mouth don't make sense. Habs, they should have asked Dave how his sister felt about him going to the reunion. I mean, his sister should have been at the reunion. Oh, also, guys, my goal is to try to get a galaxy today. If anyone wants to help me with that. Um, Not Dave watching back the season and starting to believe the other guy is lying. 1 year, exactly, exactly. And I love how Lauren was like, I mean, I appreciated him messaging me that, but at the same time, at the same time, this is all information I already had. You know? Yes, Lisa. Lisa says, did anyone notice none of Dave's friends and family went to the reunion? They know they were so wrong. Yes. And he was like really the only person that didn't have any support. I think there's a reason for that. Yeah, Lauren was really sweet. JP, but that's exactly why I'm saying he was better than Joey. Joey had zero accountability. Yeah, but I just feel like I don't feel like he really took much. I feel like he just was trying to save face, honestly, because I think he actually already knew from the beginning that I think he knew this from the beginning. And I think he also thought that he was going to get a different edit and that people were going to be on his side with Lauren. So now I feel like he's manipulative. I think he's pivoting, you know? Lauren looked so good she really did. When they did a show of hands to show that Lauren was in the right, it was cringe. Yeah, it really, really was. Yeah, exactly. You only figured that out 2 weeks ago, calling Lauren a liar for a full year. Exactly, a full year. And then what it took was that guy. What did he do? But then what did it take? It took that guy. What am I saying? It took that guy coming forward and trying, basically like being super cringe and like and obviously trying to get attention. Exactly, making those Instagram posts for you to be like, oh wow, he was just trying to like get attention. Exactly, Stacey. Exactly. And the fact that like you're supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be your fiance and like you can't believe anything that I'm saying. Yes, Eden, he believed a man he barely knew over a woman, over his fiance, the person he proposed to. That's weird. Yes, go back to your sister, and his sister needs to like lock him up in some basement or something. Rhonda, so amid watching the reunion, and we all saw what Virginia said, I feel like she kind of exposed Devin. She did. She was like, I don't feel comfortable saying what Devin believes, but I'll say what I believe, which is basically saying Devin believes the opposite. Devin's outfit was cringe. It was really weird. I don't know who dressed him. Yes, Devin wanted to keep the full check, and he did keep the full check because, like, why would you not tell your fiance that you guys got to check? Like, I get if you're like, hey, I don't feel like we should cash it until like if we actually get married, just in case we don't. But then you could still tell her that you guys got the check. That's just weird. Um, Nadia, I just want to say that I really love your page and vids. Fam from Trinidad. Oh, yay! Thank you so much, Nadia. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Sally, for the bears. Thank you so much. Lisa, I'm glad Virginia spoke out too. Everyone was confused why she backed up last minute, but she was smart. Yes, yes. But also, I feel like Virginia was the only one during the wedding episode that I felt like I could tell she was going to say no. Do you mean like she wasn't giving, oh, thank you, Lauren, so much for the heart me. Like she wasn't giving that she was going to say yes to him, you know? Oh, yeah. Put respect on Dr. Virginia's name. She ate so much. Yes, doctor. She really did. Oh, thank you, Maya, for the bear. Thank you so much. Um, because then Jay Breezy, because then it was his check prior to marriage, so he gets it in the divorce because prenup. Very true. uh, I definitely don't think Virginia will be single long. She is a catch. Rhonda, no, but from what I got, he could possibly be, yeah, I feel like be Islamophobe. I feel like that too. And against pro-choice. I agree. Jay Breezy can't share what he doesn't tell her about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. So shady. Oh yeah, he loves this is Dre Dre. He loves to just hang out while I'm taping. He loves it. Oh, thank you so much, Habs. I appreciate it. Guys, please like the live and follow me if you aren't already following me. Um, I'm not going to be on live later, but I will probably get on live tomorrow. So go ahead and finish it, girl, and then um, I'll be on live tomorrow, and we can talk a bit more about this. But also, I'm probably going to try to talk a little bit more about some of the other shows I'm watching as well. But you're not going to be surprised. I don't think I'm going to stay on super long. I do hope I want to meet my live goal of 20 bears. Trying to think. I'm trying to look at my notes because I feel like there's something I'm missing that I wanted to say. Oh, did you guys find out that I think Monica realized some hard truths watching the yeah, and I felt really bad for her because I do feel like it was pretty. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Mickey. I really appreciate it. Lisa, he was to Lulu saying a married couple could still work out without the same beliefs on rights. Yeah, I feel, and especially on those. I think there's certain political stuff. Oh, thank you, Mickey. I think there's certain political stuff that you can, um, and certain things that you can get past or whatever. But I think when it comes to stuff like, oh, thank you, Sammy. But when it comes to stuff like reproductive rights, equality, you know, human rights, stuff like that, I feel like that's not something that you could get over. Well, that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Um, AD and Ollie, I know. I was really happy for them, but I do feel like it ruined like Perfect Match a bit. I mean, when she said, I feel like all religions should be, you know, what's it called? Should be acknowledged. It's like different languages. It's a way to different languages for speaking to God. And I was like, I loved that. That was so powerful. Sally, I felt like Monica was insecure during the show and she's realized how much she deserves now. Yes, I agree. But it also makes a little bit more sense why she was so insecure because I feel like Joey wasn't giving her um any validation. Lisa, yes, especially when you think of having children together, you will confuse them. Yeah. And that's going to be important. Like we have like completely different views on things that are really important like to be on the same page on. Maya. And why was Nick tripping about the prenup during the reunion? I didn't like that either. He's like, "Well, why did you have him sign the prenup?" Let's not go there. She was still figuring it out. And that also was a big point on also trying to figure out if they were not going to get married. So yeah, just it doesn't matter. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why he even brought that up. Taj, I got a secondhand embarrassment when Joey skateboarded in there. Oh my god. I was like, "Are you a child?" It was weird. And I feel like this is where it made me feel like he was being very performative and like he also just like wanted some fame. Yeah, Sally, same. I don't like them either. Mickey, yeah, she's allowed to change her mind after he signed the prenup. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it honestly all it does is like that's null and void now. Like it didn't hurt him at all to sign that prenup. Jeffrey, I would be crazed not to get a prenup. You are potentially getting married on a game show. Exactly. It honestly would be insane to not have a prenup. Oh yeah, I think Nick did sign a prenup for both of his marriages. I think so. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly that. You literally just met this person and you're not going to sign a prenup? Like, and there's so in such a short time, there's so much stuff that could come out about this person that you don't know. And then all of a sudden they have access to everything that you had before you met them 2 months ago. And they have a clause that you can't get divorced like until a year. So like you can't even get anything annulled. Lisa, LMFO, it's such a quick marriage. They could have divorced after only a week, but they actually can't, Lisa. They can't do that. If you get married, you have to stay married for like a year or some change. Taj, like Joey really showed his whole, yeah, at the reunion, the faces he was making. Yeah, it was really, and you could tell he was lying. I feel like you could tell he was lying, and I was like, let's not play with us. Can you not play? I think they should all have prenups as part of the process. Agreed. Hemlock, even if you know someone for a long time, people don't show their real selves until they change. Exactly. As well as the person you married is not the person you divorce. So it's best to come up with a prenup while you're still in love, you know? Oh my God, Taj, you missed this from yesterday. So yesterday's live, Joey's sister came into the live and said that um, the faces they were making, they actually weren't making faces about the girls talking about Joey. And they said that Joey, they were like, we support him, but if he needs to be clocked, he needs to be clocked. And they also know that like he didn't show up the best way. Um, and that, he has a lot of trauma and he has a lot of work to do. Yes. Yes. Isn't that good tea? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Zena Brat. You were here. Jay Breezy, I was going to say that could be an edit. Yeah, and it was. And she was like, it was a long day. I'm pregnant. And she was like, and that's why we were making faces. uh, yeah, we like his, sorry guys, like update, we like his sisters. Maya, I've been defending his sister since your live. Oh, good, Maya. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It's like we're trying to like, because she didn't have to come in and say that. I stand that because I'm like, wow, okay. Lisa, he was only upset about the prenup because Virginia will be a millionaire and he wanted a piece. Agreed. As well as I feel like he's a mama's boy and I think his mom wasn't okay with it. So then he was like, oh, I'm not okay with it unless my mom's okay with it, which I'm like, have your own thoughts, dude. Xenobra, I watched Mads live before the reunion and she said they filmed for over 7 hours. Okay, then where is the rest? I knew they cut out something. They knew they cut out some pieces. I mean, a lot of pieces apparently if they filmed for 7 hours. Yes, that was very manipulative on Netflix's part, Taj. Yeah, like where's the rest? Because I know that more was said. And I'm pretty sure they cut out stuff that like we definitely wanted to hear. Oh, also I heard that Ben made a comment about made like a mean comment. I don't know exactly what it said, but made a mean comment about Sarah's hives. So messed up. He is such a villain. Can we talk about how Jimmy had to give it all the guys advice for the reunion? Oh, you know what? Jimmy posted saying like, I never said to practice reunion questions. I never said to rehearse for. He said that on somebody's Instagram. Um, do I think Madison knew the allegations about Alex? I mean, I think probably definitely after the reunion she knows, but at the same time on her lives, people keep asking her about it, and she doesn't say anything. Oh, did she say that? Matt says she'll be spilling the tea when it's over, so hopefully okay, well, I'm sat. I don't believe Jimmy either. Jimmy's full of crap. Jimmy's full of crap. Oh, okay, well, I'm sat. I need the tea. I need the tea. Exactly. Going to Jimmy out of all the men, I mean, come on now. Come on now. But then also, Ben is so stupid. And then going to Sarah and telling her that, like, are you okay? Like, honestly, like, are you okay up there? How did you feel about the most voted moment they showed? Honestly, I fast forwarded through those. So I don't even know what they showed. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with Netflix today. I'm only watching the tea. Yeah. Lisa, Meg was high key a pick me. High key. I should have fast forwarded the part two. Yeah. Xenobat, the most voted moments were so dumb. Also forwarded. Yeah. I know, and then that when the guy started singing, I just turned it off. I was like, okay, well, that's the end of it. Like, I'm not staying for that part. Oh, guys, please share the live if you can. Please share and like the live so people know that we're here. And if you want to help me reach my live goal, I would appreciate it. I have 5 bears. I'm trying to get to 20. Jimmy and Chelsea did have a fake united front for most of the reunion. Yeah. I agreed. And I think it's one of those, but Chelsea, I feel like, is really forgiving. So I don't think that they like rehearsed. I think it's more that Chelsea allowed him to have a good relationship with her. So that, and then he was able to get off scot-free during his reunion. Thank you for sharing the live, guys. I appreciate it. It really helps with the algorithm so people can see. And Jimmy being in 2 top moments that didn't make him look great. Xenobrat, like 7 hours and you edited in a sock toss. Like, oh my God. Honestly though, like 7 hours. So, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you so much, Jay Breezy. I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing the live, Lisa. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Joey loved that sock toss. I mean, it was so weird. I just can't. But I mean, I do feel like also Monica also didn't have very good communication either. I feel like neither of them were very good at communicating in the relationship. I do also understand that I feel like Monica really wanted this to work. But it was really giving that, like, this man doesn't like you, you know? Ooh, yes, Sally. Do you like 9 Day Fiancé reunions with 3 parts and all the info? Yes. Yes. Like, we need 9 Day Fiancé level, we need Bravo level reunions, okay? Like, we need all that. So, Brad, I can't imagine being Monica and watching herself with him. I couldn't either. I couldn't either. That I would feel so cringe. I mean, and at the same time, like, you know what? Hindsight is 2020, but Dave was trying so hard to get on our good side again. He really, really was, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I saw right past you, Dave. I saw right past you. Um, bring in Andy Cohen reading. Yes, yes. We need Andy Cohen. And he will clock people. He will clock people. He will say what needs to be said. Joey was just a man child, and well, Monica didn't end it fast enough. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Agreed, Lisa. It would be so good if Andy Cohen, oh my God, we would get everything we needed. We would get everything we needed. I think the villains of the season are Dave, of course. I think literally all the men are the villains of the season. I think Dave is the biggest villain. Oh, and Alex, of course. But all the men are the villains. And Meg. Meg and all the men. Meg and all, yes, Xenobrat. Meg and all the men. Yes, Dave, Alex, Mason, and Meg. Yep, 100%. OMCC, yes. Oh my God, I honestly don't know what Monica saw in him, and he was a big man. Yes, he was, and it honestly was giving like I feel like he has a lot of trauma, and it was giving that he did not that he could not handle. Um, I feel like he can't handle anything extra, and his whole thing about Monica not having a job, I was like, okay, well, you knew that in the pod. She literally was very honest about that from the beginning. And then to bring up that, well, I don't know how she would handle stress in the workforce. Why does that even matter? Why does that matter? But I think for him it matters because I think because he said that his mom is bad with money, he has to put money aside for her. And I think he realized that he's like, oh, I also will have to support another person, you know? Yeah, and she's being a full-time caretaker for her grandparents. Like, what? But I feel like he realized that he doesn't want to financially take care of anyone else, you know? Yeah, so it was a weird comment. I can't believe he didn't find Monica attractive either. Like, she's so gorgeous. Taj, I love the Virginia at the reunion, and then the way she teared up at AD's proposal, it was, it was, and she deserves. And you know what? I feel like she's gonna get a similar thing where she's gonna meet an amazing man. She's gonna meet an amazing man. She 100% is. Lisa, however, I'm very happy for Taylor and Dan. He's a good man. I think he's definitely good for Taylor. Zena Brat, Virginia is such a gorgeous, amazing angel baby. I love her. She really is. She really is. JB, she's going to get her good man. He saw her on this platform and will be there when she. Yes, I agree. I agree. She's gonna get like we're gonna find. She's gonna. I feel like she's gonna be engaged like at any time now. She's gonna find a man. And yeah, that man definitely saw her already and is looking for a way to contact her. I'm sure a lot of men saw her and looking for a way to contact her. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. She does. She carries herself beautifully. Beautifully. She's just amazing. Let me see. Mm, what else? I didn't like how Joey tried to blame it on Monica's sister because I was like, I don't really feel like her sister should be the reason why you don't marry somebody if you actually love them. For sure, she cares, blah, 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 just like AD, and that's why she's crying. Yeah, I agree, Jay Breezy. Steffi, am I the only one that feels sad of how Joey turned out? I did feel sad about it. I did feel sad about it because, like, I feel like I don't actually think that he's like a horrible person. I don't. Out of all the men, I do not think that he's a horrible person, but I do think he has like a lot of issues, and I do think that he is also one of those people pleasers, but nobody's pleased. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's also that like passive aggressive, like can't really address things, and then you leave people like he leave people like how he left Monica, and it wasn't kind, you know, because instead of because he tried to avoid the issue. Molly and Madison were funny. They were involved in all the drama. They really were. Joey wanted to use her sister as an excuse so bad, like just tell the truth, you didn't like her. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm not saying I do think the sister thing was a factor for him because I feel like he can't handle people not liking him and I feel like it's a control thing. But at the same time, it's like if you really love somebody and then that sister thing wouldn't matter. Um There was a lot of men not able to take accountability and blaming external factors. Yes, exactly, Sally. Stacey, this was one of the most disappointing reunions. It really was. It really, really was. Um, Taj, yep, like no way you cared that much of her sister having doubts of you. Especially, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, if you like really love the person, you would move past it. And he's like, and she said she was close to her sister, and I'm close to my sisters, but then she didn't like me, so I'm like, what? That makes no sense. Exactly. Her sister gave the blessing. So yeah, blaming the sister, it was crazy. I'm sorry. It was crazy. And exactly. And I think the one good thing Nick said was that he was like, I mean, well, was it the chicken or the egg? Did she not jive with you because she could tell that you really were friend zoning Monica? Or did you start friend zoning Monica because the sister didn't like you? Because it kind of seems like she clocked you. I do feel like the sister has some jealousy. I do. I agree. Jeffrey, I don't get along with my wife's brother. It doesn't affect our marriage at all. Yeah, exactly, Jeffrey. Like, and it shouldn't. And it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, and I think over time too with marriage, like you find ways to get along with, or find ways to like tolerate certain people. I feel like the sis is jealous, but she also picked up on it. Yeah, I 100% agree. I think she could tell some things, but I also think that the way she handled it too was just giving, like, I think both can be true. I don't know. This was giving like Battle of the Sisters. I do not know why they were so involved this season. It was weird. Yeah, Steffi, yeah, the sister did say he knew exactly what to say. So she did, yeah, I think she could tell that she was like, he is not this golden retriever. There is like, there's something more there. And like, why is he hiding behind just golden retriever, you know? Um, I know. When she said she always thought that she'd get married first, I was like, oh, girly. Some things we don't say out loud, right? Some things we keep to ourselves. Make sure to share the live and like and follow me if you aren't already following me. Yeah, the jealousy was hurting my ears. It was that loud. Yeah, Joey is who Dave thinks he is. We talked about the Daniel tattoo and it was abysmal. Abysmal. I was shocked and horrified. You know, horrified. I feel sad for Monica knowing someone is off, but you're the only one who sees it. Oh, yeah. I do think that she did have a bit of a redemption. Monica's sister, I do feel like Monica's sister did have a bit of a redemption after the photo shoot. I do. Excuse me, guys. Okay, guys, I gotta go, but please follow me if you're not already following me because I will be going live again. And if you want to talk about things, you want to talk about new shows, you'll want to be following. Thank you. It's nice to see you too, always, Jennifer. You too, Taj. Oh, I'm so glad, Taj. Definitely come back, please. And definitely follow if you aren't already following me. Oh, thank you, Camilla. I'm trying something new. I'm using my laptop. I am ending the live. There, you just getting in? Um, been loving your lives. Oh, thank you so much, Sally. Oh, cool. Okay, awesome. Oh, you like that? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Oh my God, I really appreciate the feedback, guys. This like really helps me because I want to keep making these and I want to make them better and I want to make them more enjoyable for you guys. So if there's anything that you like that I'm doing, let me know because then I'll make sure to keep doing it. And you guys also helped me earlier when my audio was wonky. So that was really helpful. Thank you. I'll definitely keep the comments up there, Taj. Okay, love you guys. What other shows am I watching? I'll say that quickly. I am watching Survivor. This is my first time actually watching Survivor. I am about to start watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know Love is Blind Sweden is coming out Thursday, so I'm gonna be watching that. And scripted shows. I'm also watching Summer House. Is anyone else watching Summer House? Oh, is Survivor your show, Taj? I feel like I'm trying to find the people that are watching that. Um, and then scripted wise, I'm watching Severance and White Lotus. You love Survivor too? Okay, good. Okay. Because then I'm gonna try to do um a live then on that on Survivor. Would you guys be interested in a live on Survivor? Oh, awesome. I this is literally like my first time watching Survivor. Oh, you love it too, Sassy? Okay, cool, 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 cool. You do? Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited. So I'll for years, okay. I'm just getting into it and now I'm also watching 44. Oh, Taj, because I'm happy. Oh, I love you. I love you, Taj. Um, I'm watching season 44 now. Oh, thank you for the welcome. I really appreciate that. And now it's literally like I went from never having watched Survivor to now I'm like every day I've been like watching an episode of episode 44. And I've been like looking up things because I'm like I'm just trying to understand the game, you know? Oh my god, you've been watching since season 1? That's so cool. That's really cool. Oh, okay. I will go to Reddit then. I'll check that out. I will check that out. Okay. Okay, guys. So then I'll try to also schedule live, so also continue to like check back on my page. And then you can like register for them too. You don't have to, but like it also lets me know who's interested if you do register for the lives that I schedule. Okay, I'm gonna head out, guys. Definitely follow me. I'm giving you time to follow if you haven't already. And I'll be continuing to do formats like this. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Actually, how do I end this?